Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Serious Strategy Game and we're returning to a Let's Play of War in the West, where we're playing as the Western Allies, of course, in war against Germany. And the situation in Italy is quite interesting. So last time around, we did push up a little bit here on the northeastern front up there. So we did push across the river. As you can see, the Germans did push us back in their turn. And they did very aggressively attack over here. You can't see that quite here. But this is the big one. They pushed us out here very, very aggressively with an attack of more than 31,000 men against our 15,000. So we lost a lot of tanks in this battle. Can we actually look at the details and what the ground losses here were? So yeah, you can see Allied losses over here. Destroyed Stuarts, Shermans. 53 Sherman 3s were destroyed in this battle. Not a great battle at all, unfortunately. And nevertheless, we have in the southwestern coast over here, we have amassed quite a number of our tanks and our infantry divisions, and we are now poised to strike at the German line and then maybe into this plains here north of Rome. So that is going to be interesting. The Germans did try to attack here on the hilly part against our French division, I guess. Here they weren't quite as successful. As you can see, they did 2 attacks and they lost about a couple of hundred men. It's not a big loss for them, honestly, but it is nice to see that they are exhausting themselves over there. So, with that being said, let's look at the line here and let's see what we can potentially do. So, let's go from the left to the right here. So, on the very, very western bit of the front over here, we've got a full mountain division, the 5th Mountain Division, so that's an interesting target here. An infantry regiment and a Panzer Grenadier Brigade. So this is kind of their strong position, and you can see that by the first number over here. Of all of these units, this is kind of the strongest, which is interesting. So maybe we're going to have a chance here, but let's move on a little bit to the east over here. We see 1 infantry division. These guys are not particularly strong. And as you can see, they don't even have a lot of AA, nor do they have a lot of anti-tank guns, so it might be relatively easy to break through over here. We'll have to see. I don't know yet. And then we've got a Panzer Grenadier Division over here. These guys are a little bit stronger. You can see they've got Stuks, they've got Panzerjägers 38. So there's a couple of units over here, but they aren't tremendously strong. They are there, but it's not too strong. A little bit further to the west then, we've got another infantry division and part of a panzer division, and this is starting to look a little bit more concerning. We've got 4 Panthers over here and a couple of Panzer IVs, a couple of Panzer IIIs, a lot of Hummels, Vespers, so a couple of self-propelled anti-tank guns, some large artillery, heavy artillery pieces over here. More importantly, this is rough terrain, so this is sort of hilly terrain, and that dominates sort of the line going north over here, and that does mean that this position here is a little bit stronger. That being said, one of these units does have, and I think it's a Panzer division, does have relatively low supplies, so maybe there's a chance of striking them here. Moving further east, another infantry division, nothing to be excited about. Then a Fallschirmjäger division. Interesting, because these guys are typically relatively tough fighters, and they are over here in clear terrain, so maybe. And then a little bit over here, there's another infantry division, which is on a mountain, so these guys do enjoy enormous defensive modifiers. It's just not going to be possible to break them over there. A couple of mountain divisions and a tank division up here on the far bank, which is interesting. I thought they would maybe try to loop around. They haven't. So maybe it is going to be possible to break through, well, not break through over here, but keep them in line and try to have them fight in this sort of not very good terrain. And then up over here we've got a Fallschirmjäger division, and we've got parts of an infantry division with a Panzer Grenadier division. So maybe it's worthwhile to try to push up there again. We'll need to see. Northern Europe, kind of uninteresting. There's a lot of bad weather, so we're not going to fly there this turn. So let me tell you the strategy here and what we're going to do. So I think we have a certain chance here of breaking through the line here in these 2 divisions, because these are the weakest. Defensive strength of 6 and 10 respectively, that is seemingly a little bit weak. So we can potentially break through over here, much more easy than on the far bank. So if we were to break through over here, what we could try to do is do a mini encirclement around here. So try to loop around, get these guys here to be encircled. And that would encircle a full division, a regiment and a brigade. Not a bad deal. It's not super exciting, but it is nice, and these are strong divisions, so I think that would be fantastic. Good number of Stooks here, a couple of Stook 42s. I think that would be great. I think that would be great, and it would sort of put us in a very nice position, because then we'd have a front line sort of over here. And if the Germans are reinforcing to the west of Lake Bolzano, we might then be able to break through further over here and sort of loop around the coast, always doing sort of small hooking maneuvers against the coast there. I think that would not be a bad idea. On the other hand, if we can break through over here, we might as well try to push sort of to the north over here towards Perugia, maybe cut off all of these guys. I think that's a bridge too far, but it is a nice and interesting possibility. I think it would only be viable if we could reliably push them out of these hills, and I just don't see that coming, and I don't see us sort of doing the other part of the envelopment over here. Not with the pace that we've advanced so far. I think it will be sort of hex per hex here on the eastern coast. So I don't think that's viable at all. I think we are better off trying to maybe do a little bit more limited encirclement with these guys. But we also have this division over here. And it's not that strong. It's in good fortified positions, but it is also in clear terrain. And it's only an infantry division, so... And it only has 30 anti-tank guns, so maybe if we could break through over here and break through over there, we could do a mini encirclement here with these guys on the hill. Let's see whether that is going to be possible. We have programmed our air advances to support that, so we are going to attack this position here, specifically with a large number of bombers here. I think these are 318 Mitchells, so that's nice. And then we've got another ground attack against this position here with 200 bombers, so all of these medium bombers are going to come in over here. We've got a small strike only here with the 15th Air Force because these guys are very, very exhausted, so I set them up to rest. It's only 60 bombers, so these guys are going to try to disrupt the rail supplies over here in this position. Maybe it's going to prevent them from drawing some supplies, I don't know. Let's see. It might just work. And then we've got the tactical air command. So these guys are the single engine fighters, fighter bombers. We don't have too many for now. It's only 100, but I do want to interdict them over here. So without further ado, that's it. Nothing in Northern Europe. Let's execute this air directive over here. Some mining here off these ports, but that's really not that exciting. So yeah, we are striking them over here, which is interesting. It's also interesting to see that they are losing some strength here on the flank of that. So these units there are going, no, they're going up, which is interesting. Interesting. It might be because we haven't really interdicted them over here. Well, and it's interesting that we haven't really brought up the interdiction levels there. Right. Let's briefly check on our guys over here. So not much lost, not much shot down. 15th Air Force, you lost 2 escort fighters, which is interesting. Why did you lose 2 escort fighters? Operational losses or what? Yeah, so you're just being stupid. Well, I suppose that's fine. We did damage the rail yard over here a little bit at least. It's not a big strike package, but I guess it's fine. And then we've got these guys. Basically nothing going on over here because the weather is just terrible for all of you guys. So yeah, you just weren't really flying that much. Why did these interdictions not go according to plan? I wonder. Well, we did lose a couple of airframes over here, 15, so it's a taxing job on these guys down there, I have to admit that. So, I guess it's fine. And yeah, you guys were simply attacking there. So, no big surprise over here. Sort of everything as we expected it to be, except that I would have really, really liked to see a lot more interdiction over here, but it's not meant to be, so there we go. Right, that does leave us with the question of whether we will be able to break through over here. So I think we've very nicely reduced this infantry division, so that's good. We've done a little bit of damage over here. That's not actually too much damage, so yeah, we'll need to see. I don't think we'll be able to strike through there, so let's briefly check on our guys over here. We've got 3 divisions, and I'm sort of tempted to do a deliberate attack with all of these guys. On the other hand, maybe we want to channel in a couple of 2 units as well. Well, you know what? We are going to take We are going to take 2 divisions here on the far left side. No, wait a minute. We should actually start here because we have some ground support from our aircrafts. So I think I would like to strike here first. And what I want to do then is I want to strike here with this brigade here first, because it is kind of funny. Do you have actually some combat engineers? Yeah. Let's pick a couple of combat engineers here with you guys. And you know what? We might actually add a tank battalion to you. So you guys are going to be super strong compared to what you are. Because these guys are very, very funny. These guys are flamethrowers and everything. So I kind of really like them. And yeah, it's just a little bit dorky, but you know what? I really, really love these guys. And then we've got these Moroccans here. You guys should also potentially take some artillery, some mountain divisions. I mean, the mountain divisions over here are not that relevant, right? It's relatively simple terrain. Okay, nevertheless, let's do pick up the artillery. Let's do get some engineers here. And let's potentially grab at least a light tank battalion. So that should give you a decent amount of oomph that we can use against these units here. Right, so let's pick you. I don't think we need the parachute regiment. And let's do pick the Indians and let's do a deliberate attack on these units here. We are getting them to retreat, and it's not actually super great. I mean, 2.7 to 1, that's a good ratio, but it's not that we couldn't have spared a lot here. So nice to see that that went well. Good. Let's grab these 2 guys then, and okay, you know what? Let's grab 2 divisions over here, including the British Airborne. Well, the question is, the British Airborne, you cannot move up now. You could potentially move up into this gap here later, though. On the other hand, so might you. Yeah, you know what? We are going to attack here with these 2 guys doing a deliberate attack. And we are pushing them back. Again, that's a very, very narrow chance here. So that's very great. We've now established a certain parameter here where we can break through. And you can see that it's relatively nice to come in here. But you can also see that if you were to go here, it's basically costing you, I think, around 10 action points to move from adjacent to an enemy unit to adjacent to an enemy unit. So it would be really, really great to get, well, basically a breakthrough possibility on 3 hexes. It's not what we can do right now. So yeah, I guess it has to be fine that way. So let's try to move up a little bit. Let's take one of these divisions and move up there, shall we? Yeah, I think that is reasonable. So you're gonna get here. You will not be able to make it any further than that, but what you can do is you can try to do another attack over here. It's going to be a hasty attack, and it is enough to get them to retreat, and again at 2.8 to 1. So fairly good rate over here. And yeah, you can see these guys couldn't make it all the way over there because it's just not possible to move as fast or as far. Right, we've got the airborne division, but yeah, again, you can't make it through there. So if we were to go here, we'd probably need 2 tank divisions to come here and cut us off there. I think all in all, we've got 4 fast divisions and 1, well, motorized group, whatever that means, which is fairly weak though. So that's going to be tough to really, really get there. We could try to make it across here and push these guys out as well, but I'm thinking that that is potentially not that wise a thing to do. Right, let's take these 2 British divisions and do an attack over here. Maybe that is going to be enough to break them. Yeah, it is. 5-1, so that's actually the first time that we are actually very much on top of things here. And you can see it's going to cost us 10 movement points to move in there. So that would be very tough. And the nice thing, it would be so nice if we could break through here. And that would enable us to move in very drastically. But these guys are very, very well fortified. So I don't think that that is going to be a possibility here. We could do a hasty attack. We could do a deliberate attack with more guys if we were not to use the Special Forces Brigade over here. which has done very nice things. But yeah, these fortifications on a hill, that is what is breaking us here. Could you actually move forward here? Yeah, you could move forward a little bit. And I do think we have 1 infantry in reserve over here as well. So, yeah, but you can just see how many movement points they would be losing as they are moving into these gaps. So, pretty much this gap is something that we can... Well, if we can kick back these guys, then we would have a lot more room to maneuver. But, if we can't, then it will be more limited, at least on this side. On this side, we might be able to come around. Yeah, but even there, it's going to be difficult. So, I think the highest priority here has to be to try to encircle these guys if we can. Let's seize what we can and not get ahead of ourselves. The only thing I can try to do is maybe try to push back these guys here via a deliberate attack from all of these directions here. And I don't think that that is going to work. No. As you can see, barely though. Barely. I mean, this is so close. And they have lost a lot of their fortifications. On the other hand, we've basically used up all of our reserves. We could do a deliberate attack here with these guys. We could also do a hasty attack. Okay, I'm going to try that again with a lot less units. And I don't think it's going to be successful. But we just never know. Yeah, you can see it's actually going down here. But they did lose some level of fortification. So, unfortunate, but I do not think that there's any way that we can break through there fully. Right, what we need to do then is at least move you guys up. Can you do... Yeah, you could have done... You could have joined in on the deliberate attack there. Oh, that's such a shame. Right, if we... Yeah, you would only have 1 unit here participating in this. I should have moved that up a little bit earlier. Right, we've got a lot of units here on this flank, but I don't think we will be able to bring them in over here. Well, we could try to send you out. Yeah, we could move one of them out, and then potentially move one of these guys in. And that would enable us to break through these guys. We still have 4 tank divisions that haven't been moved yet. 12. Okay, let's try this. Damn it. It's so tempting. It's so tempting to try to get us in a different position over here. Well, you could attack over there. It's not really worth it though. So you could try to advance there. Might be a possibility if we ever have enough units here. Yeah, and you guys, well, you could get over there. But I would like to retain some momentum here if we want to move forward further. Well, okay, let's get this motorized group. And we can send you up here because we know that we need someone over there anyway. And that does allow us to move one of you guys out of here. That's fine. And then I can potentially move in you guys. Well, maybe let's move out the other one as well. Okay, so the 5th Corps. Okay, so sorry here for a second, I do need to pull you back. Oh, well, can I move you back instead? Yeah, that should be possible. Yeah, okay, let's move you back a little bit over here. That's fine. By the way, how good are you doing? I can set you to refit. Okay, so that's fine. Then grab these 2 guys over here. No, wait, first. Let's... sorry. Let's get you into there first. Then you 2 guys could get over there, right? Yeah, you could. Can you move out? You can. Well, I would like to move you forward, but I don't think that's really viable for now. These Indians. You are at 75%, so you should also try to relax a little bit. Though we do need to be mindful of this gap here too. We can't completely move you out. Well, we could shift you. Okay, I want to pull... Okay, I want to be a little bit aggressive here. So, let's pull you guys back. onto this same hex here. That's fine. You guys also going to come here. You guys, all of you, do a deliberate attack here. And that's the last one that we do, and we actually do get them to rout and retreat. So that is fairly lovely, and that does allow us to hopefully move on further. Okay, so that's actually great. Now, all of these guys are on the run. We haven't encircled anything yet here, but it is not looking too bad for us. So let's see what we have still left in terms of our infantry. Well, you guys, can anyone move over here? So could you move, for example, over there? Yeah, but you're just the brigade, so I don't think you're strong enough. You guys could move over there, that's fine. And you guys, well, we do need one over here, so I'm fairly certain of that. So, yeah, you need to move there. I think you're just going to hold the line basically over there. That's fine. You guys down here are all okay-ish. You can't move any further than that. Again, you could, but that's fine. Down here, nothing is there. So that only leaves this infantry division here, the 1st US Infantry Division that we've got in reserve. And you could move up a little bit. So that is fairly nice. So, and then we've got the 4 tank divisions. So basically we've got 5 divisions still who can move up a little bit. I would definitely like to encircle these guys over here because it is a full division and a regiment. And then, so that does require 2 units here. Potentially 1 tank unit and 1 infantry unit, I think. That might be enough over here. And that does leave us with 3 further tank divisions that we could try to push through here. Where do we want to take them then specifically? I would love to encircle some guys over here. But with the mobility as I've seen it so far, the Germans are just able to pull out everything whenever they want to. And I don't want to overstretch my resources, so 3 divisions is not actually that much. So we could potentially get to Turney. We could also try to encircle some of these things over here. So some of these divisions are looking fairly weak. So 3 further divisions get up over there. Yeah, I think that might be attractive. Try to come around over here and basically pin these guys in against Lake Bolzano. Yeah, I like the idea. Okay, where's the unit that we had, the infantry unit? You need to move up first. So, ooh, you can't actually get over there. Well, because these guys are still... Oh, these guys are still doing some... Oh, interesting that it's easier to move here than to the other place. It just might not be enough. I think these guys are still conducting some zone of control here. So it's tempting. We've just this a little bit too few resources here to really be able to break through there. So you know what? Let's briefly take care of this stuff here on the flank. That's fine. Okay, you guys are refitting. Yeah, you do need to refit. And we do need to break... We want to potentially try to break through over here so that we are making a little bit of space there. You could actually get even further over here. Interesting. Can any one of you guys move over there then? Oh yeah. Well, that's nice. Okay, yeah, if that's the case, let's move you over here. Let's attack you with a hasty attack. Let's get them to retreat there. Push them up further away. That's nice. You guys move over there. Do take that spot. Great. So we are reasonably holding this line over here. You guys are now all basically exhausted. That's fine. You can't attack anyone, can't you? No. Right, okay, so does that allow us to push up here further? No. We still need to come here. Well, why can't we move through there? Because these guys must still do a zone of control, otherwise I could move from here to here. Ah, that's a shame. How about you guys? Yeah, but no, here I don't know, because it might as well be these guys. So if I attacked over here, I would potentially push them into that direction, and we then might be able to link through over there. On the other hand, if I attacked over there, would that enable us to go through there? I don't think so. You're actually super weak over here. You've got the most movement points, 46. So you could come all the way over there. The 2nd New Zealand Mixed Infantry Division. So if we can push back these guys, we can make it through over there. But we do need to send someone into that position as well. And you can't make it. Huh. That is extremely interesting. Yeah, we might have tried to do a little bit too much here. It would have been super nice. Well, I mean, I guess we are gonna get this position. We haven't used our tanks at all yet, so I mean, but yeah, you can just see how much this costs in terms of moving through enemy lines. 10. Okay, so you move here. Well, you basically can only... You cannot attack anyone who's relevant. Is that true? You could attack these guys. Could attack these guys. Just pushing that up a little bit. Doesn't help us a lot, though. And it doesn't help us to encircle that. Well, if we move through here... If we push back these guys... That might help. So we are capturing that depot and we are sending you back. Nice. But you can't move up any further. Right, and that does leave us with the 4 divisions that we've got over here. So try to encircle this bit. It's part of... It's not the most important thing, but it's still nice to push up there. And we do need to come around here. So you know what? Actually, that is what we should prioritize, right? So what's our weakest tank that we've got? Let's see. We've got 39, 38. You know what? You guys are potentially the weakest. Okay, let's get you here. Let's do attack there. Let's hope that we are going to push them back. Yeah, we are. That's nice. Then let's use these guys over there. So we have now successfully encircled this at least. So that is nice. It is isolated, but I don't want to attack now, so that's okay. So that does leave us with these 2 tank divisions, right? And getting here might just be possible. So that would encircle these guys. Can we get anywhere where we'd be doing more damage? It's a little bit unfortunate that these guys are blocking the way, otherwise we might just be rolling through there a little bit more aggressively. Right. Okay, no attack over here is going to be viable at all. Interesting that you can't make it any further at all. Yeah, there's a little bit of combat delay on that, Hax. But yeah, I suppose we're going to take this armored division here, which actually should be on ready. Attack over there. Push you out. That's nice. Good. Well, we could advance further. Well, we couldn't advance further. You can't advance further either. Ooh, that's unfortunate. What if we push you back? We can't come here. But Hex is counting as isolated, you know what? So, if we attacked over here, you guys are... Yeah, you're going to be pushed out, but not completely killed. Unfortunate. Alright. That was truly unfortunate. I would have hoped that we can push them further. But, yeah. Nevertheless, we are making some headway here into their lines, so I think that at least is nice. Okay, so you guys are fine over here. Let's actually get into ready. You guys are ready. Are you guys all... Yeah, I should actually make sure that you're set on ready, because I did I did rest up quite a lot of our units. Right. You're fine. You could even move up further, right? A lot of you guys could move up further a little bit. Interesting that you can't make it anywhere. You've got 7 movement points. What's stopping you from going here? You've got a lot of supplies too, so I don't know why. Yeah, move you up a little bit. It's not worth it, I think. Right, we could try to do some attacks over here. These guys are fairly weak, but what would it really do for us? No, I don't think there's any sense in trying to push back these guys if it doesn't make any sense. No, let's rest up instead. Let's just stay here. Let's make sure that you guys are ready, and that's fine. Good. Okay, so that's fine on this part of the front line. I would have liked to push back a little bit more aggressively, but I suppose it's okay. And we have at least made them suffer over there a little bit. Let's move up our railway repair guys. Let's make sure to repair all of these lines over there. We potentially need to move out one of you guys. Yeah, the 13th Corps, you know what? You guys are going to get over there. That's fine. Then we've got another railway repair unit over here, right? So yeah, let's move you up first. Let's repair over here. And then the 5th Corps. Okay, you guys are really, really weird. Yeah, you guys are all the tanks, basically. Right, let's move you up until over here. Right, that's fine. Then this unit can come up over here, and I do want to connect this harbour here to Rome. And that should be fine. There we go. Nice. Good. Okay, and then you guys are going to come over here. Start to repair that line up into this direction here a little bit. And then I suppose you guys can come over here and start building that up as well. Right? Yeah, that's nice. Can't do it now, but next time you will be. Okay, and then you guys get over here. Start repairing here. Anyone I can move out of here? Yeah, potentially you. That's fine. And then you guys get over there. Okay, and that is all going to be connected up. Speaking of connecting up, I had moved a couple of you guys over here, right? So yeah, we've got another railway repair unit here, which has come from England, and I'm just going to make sure that, no, not the headquarters unit, there we go, that we're going to connect up the rail infrastructure down here. It's not a big one, but still it's going to be so much nicer if these things are connected, and that is connected. And we've got a good line from Naples all the way to Rome now, so I think at least next turn we will be able to build a depot here in Rome, and that is going to ease our supply situation by a lot. Now the other question that we are facing though is, do we want to try to attack over here? We've got a good amount of combat power here that we could try to achieve a breakthrough there. And we've got some tanks here which we might be able to channel through. Or you guys are set to refit, which you do need to. And it's very unlikely that we could even get over on the other side with all of these units, with any of these units basically, because we haven't got the movement point. So basically we could only try to attack with 2 of these guys. Okay, let's try it because I want to find out. No, it's not going to work. Can you do another deliberate attack? You can. Okay, let's try another time. No, they are holding. They're still holding. Well, it's unfortunate. But yeah, it's not completely surprising. So yeah, I guess that's fine. The last unit there will be remaining intact. So that's fine. Okay, you could move over there, you know what, and let's move you on that flank, you over here. That's fine. So that's a nice setup now here, and that is fairly great, I think. So, big breakthrough over here. First encirclement there, and it's super interesting to see what the Germans are going to do with this. they should be at least a little bit frightened that I do move here, that I do move into their rear here a little bit more. They will need to reinforce over there. I think they're probably going to try to break out of here. So all of that is very, very interesting. But yeah, I'm going to move up a lot of units here, just in between episodes, just a couple of, just generic movements here of our headquarters and everything. But I hope you enjoyed the main combat here. So yeah, do leave a like, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye bye.